spot hidden, by the way.
Success at a quarter.
He has scuffed shoes, wear marks on the soles. A lot of the girls and some of the boys are deeply affected by his personal magnetism and charisma. In this class, you get to find out about what the spirit pentagrams are. It happens when there's a question and answer between him and one of the other students. You're sure that this critical information will in no way impact your or any other PC's life in the future. Teacher asking the kids, what does having a spirit pentagram do? One of the kids, it helps identify you as a human. Teacher, what do you do if you see someone casting magic without a spirit pentagram? One of the kids, he calls on answers, tell the guards. Why? He asks another kid. They're probably shape-shifting monsters, is the response. You don't get any checks for his class.
Right.
So next you go to history.
Oh, this should be fun.
There is a lot of fucking information here, but I want to ask Russ, how much information do you want? Do you want me to give you the blurb? Because I've been doing a lot of information, very little Russ getting to do shit.
Right, yeah. The blurb sounds good, yeah.
You want the full Monty here?
Oh, I thought
blurb was short or big.
I thought blurb was short. Yeah,
short,
give me the short. Give me the overview.
Okay, great. Basically, it's a lot of discussion as to where magic comes from. Was it caused by the aliens who messed with laws of physics and made it so that most of humanity's machines stopped working and magic started? Shit like that. There's a full timeline that you can get if you want it. Basically, everything changed about 70 years ago. There's no check given from this, but the teacher seems nice. Mm-hmm. You can see him there on the history teacher thing.
Right.
Next class is Magical Sciences with Luz Estevez. This is a lady with an eye patch. She seems tough as shit. Give me a psychology roll.
Fail.
Great. She doesn't seem friendly and twitchy. And her hand twitches and stuff, but you run into something bad here. She's teaching magical sciences, and she is not doing it in English. Please give me your Mandarin roll.
Right.
And also, I'm going to show you what the book text looks like that everybody is opening, because you can see it on other people's desk.
Yeah, that's a fail in Mandarin.
There's an example of some of the text you're looking at in the book. In fact, there is no English in the fucking book on this class.
I don't have the I don't have the black screen up.
Sorry, here you go, buddy. It's underneath the tree stumps.
Right. Okay.
What a pain in the ass, you think. And after asking you a question, she takes time to talk with everybody to make sure that everybody's on board. And it's pretty much you that doesn't understand it. Everybody else here, even all the white and Spanish, etc., all the non-Asian people, and I would like to point out, not all Asian people speak Mandarin normally, but here they seem to. In fact, you're the only one who doesn't. So you get a new class to go on. Oh, by the way, did you fail or fumble or whatever your Mandarin roll?
I failed it.
Okay, great. They think you are possibly salvageable. And just so you know, if you succeed in the Mandarin roll, then you will get a check in a random spell tree in her class. She only teaches in Mandarin. You get sent, though, to remedial Mandarin.
Yeah.
There's one other kid in there, and he looks at you and goes, "Hi, I'm from Canada, so they think I'm slow, eh?" The teacher goes,
"Hey, buddy."
he's your new friend, the kind of slow one. And the teacher goes, well, it's the first time we've ever had to have this class. Let's hope it goes well. So you get a check in Mandarin from attending the remedial Mandarin.
A long, slow battle to learn Mandarin. Okay.
Hey, yeah. If every session you attend classes, you will always get a check in Mandarin because they insist you go to this class. And then lunch. And when you go lunch, you get to see some of the other kids in your house. Do you want to know about them?
Sure.
Great. Here are the kids that seem to hang out with you like they're your new group. There is Justin Smith. Are you writing these down, or should I name them faster?
Name them faster.
Justin Smith, Lynette Vasquez, Ollie Bailey, that's the weird fucking chick, Oscar Cho, Pat Halpern, and Steve Parker.
Okay.
Yeah, they all seem okay. I mean, the Justin Smith dude, he's kind of a weird, quiet kid. The Lynette Vasquez, you're thinking this is a kid who will grow up to be a goth. There's the greasy-skinned, frizzy-haired girl that pulled out your glasses. She seems secretive and watchful. The Oscar Cho, he's the Asian kid, and given that about half the school is Asian looking, he doesn't really stick out. The Pat Halpern, he is the class clown, and with him is Steve Parker, who doesn't talk much.
Right.
So let's see, back to the first day stuff. That's lunch, and there's a couple of elves that are working on cleaning the dishes people bring to them. Some people literally throw their dishes either to the elves, on the elves, whatever. They are treated like dog shit.
Right.
And they don't say shit about it.
The elves, are they similar to the elves in the Beastlands, or are they different elves?
Exactly like the elves in the Beastlands. Take a card. Yeah, your brain goes, little connection gets made, and you go, yeah.
Oh my. This is not going to go well.
Oh, yeah. Right. Moving on. After lunch, Magitech Studies with Egon Spengler. This room is partially obscured by white fog / smoke. No real smell to it. Doesn't make you cough. It's a lot like fog, except it doesn't feel like it's got water in it. You're not sure what it is you're breathing in. Your guess is something like asbestos. This guy is a bit crazy and constantly distracted by the shit he's working on. You will not learn anything useful in here. Let's see. You don't get a check in anything, but if you have any questions on Magitech, like magic that replaces shit, this is the perfect place to ask any questions that you've got, and you'll get some sort of answer.
Okay. What do we use for telephones?
They have communications crystals, but not a lot of people have them. So nothing is the answer, really. I mean, if you're rich, and it's like during the 1920s when telephones were first introduced, only certain people had them.
And 70 years ago, did all tech fail, or just electronic tech?
Oh no, lots of the rules of physics and stuff were changed. He tells you to check it out with your science teacher, which is coming up later.
Okay.
Yeah. Next is math. That's taught by Ian Malcolm. He looks like a Hasidic Jewish type dude, and very black curly hair, and you can see that he looks a lot like what's his name?
Jeff Goldblum.
That's him.
Yeah.
Yep. And hopefully he doesn't sit around with his shirt off, reclining on a desk with sexy music playing and shit. But roll high-low to see what you learn here.
Okay, rolling a D2. Hi.
You will learn physics/advanced math. You'll hit check-in. Welcome to being 11. What the hell is going on? Carry the infinity symbol.
Actually, I have hobbyists in physics advanced math. So.
Oh, well, thank God you're thinking of primer. He says, now, before I begin the lesson, will those of you who are playing in this match this afternoon move your clothes down to the lower peg immediately after lunch before you write your letter home if you're not getting your haircut, unless you've got a younger brother who's going out this weekend as a guest of an our boy, in which case collect his note before lunch, put it in your letter that you've had your haircut, make sure he moves his clothes down to the lower peg. Now, kids, yes, Wormer. My younger brother is going out with Dibble this weekend, sir, but I'm not having my hair cut today, sir. So do I move my clothes down? I wish you'd listen, Wormer. It's perfectly simple. If you're not getting your hair cut, you don't have to move your brother's clothes down to the lower peg. You simply collect his note before lunch, after you've done your writing prep, before you've written your letter home. Before rest, move your clothes down to the lower peg, greet the visitors, and report to Mr. Viney you've had your chit signed. And Wormer's like, and the rest of the kids are like, I have no idea what's going on. Next is political science with Arnold Tote. This guy is creepy as fuck. Give me an empathy roll. Basically, he seems to be here to talk about how great San Angeles and its leadership is.
Success.
This guy would betray you for a cup of coffee.
Okay.
And also, when he looks at you, he's looking for an angle. He looks at everybody that way, so you're not really feeling singled out.
Right, so he's sizing me up. All right.
Tote says, clearly San Angeles is superior to San Francisco. Why? He points at some kid. Because it's ruled by humans, sir. Correct. Skill checks, none. Basically, it fills you with useless ideology about why San Angeles is best. You're thinking that unless you show any signs of being traitorous scum, you will pass with colors, flying colors. Sciences, Randy Rubicon. He seems like a science guy to you. He's excited about the fairly recent 70 years upheavals in science and the way it works. Now, do you have any kind of actual science skills, Russ?
Well, I have the physics advanced math at 30. I think I have pharmacy I got pharmacy. I pretty much learned.
No, I mean actual science skills, like knowing how shit works type skills. Anything?
Yeah,
like
I don't
that?
think so.
Great.
I don't think so.
Okay, no problem.
Electronics is that's the closest.
Actually, electronics would be fine. You can give me a roll on that because he covers stuff.
That's a success at half.
Great, take a check. Electronics no longer work.
Of course.
Basically, and stuff that should work, like steam locomotion, etc., does not. It makes no scientific sense. Altering the rules of reality that much should have killed everybody and made shit complete. There should be like a lot of follow-up as to why the world has now gone to shit, but it doesn't. Do you have any kind of alien tech skill?
Yeah, I have CryptoPod Stasis Pod.
Give me a CryptoPod roll, because that's as close as you got. Actually, no.
At half.
Oh, well, fuck. Pick up a new skill it learned called Generalized Alien Tech. It's a very general type skill. You're not really good at anything. It's just kind of a very general understanding.
Checking it?
Yeah. Well, no, you just pick up the new skill.
Okay.
You'll get a check later, I'm sure. But basically, we're so far behind the aliens that altered that it's pretty much magic.
Right.
Also, you're thinking. Oh wait, no. Go ahead and now give me your new skill roll. You may end up getting a check in it. Good luck. We're all counting on you.
Yeah, that's twice my learn. So yeah, that's not gonna work. Fail.
No problem. Let's see. Also, he does call the time when everything changed 70 years ago the rending. RENDING. But there are still some sciences that work. Roll a d4 to see what you get a check in for this session.
But sir, surely biology still works.
Yeah, actually, let me add that in. Roll a d10, divide by 2.
Okay, so the d4 was 2.
Yeah, ignore the d4. You've added a new skill.
Oops.
Or actually, roll a d6 and re-roll if you hit a 6. That's easier.
I can roll d5 and roll 20.
Oh, shit. Do that. Rocking.
That's 2 again.
Biology. Wow. There you go.
I just created a new subject. Yay!
Yay! Right. Your next class is Shadowmancy, taught by a guy named Ilderim. He is like a creepy Morgan Freeman vampire. In his class, it's pretty dark, and there's like mirrors and some steam, that fog shit. You don't know what it is. It's probably asbestos, you're thinking. But you get here, he teaches in English. Unlike the lady who teaches lots of different shit, you get a check in. Hold on, let me find the exact spell. It's basically in the shadow magic tree, but let me find the spell for you, buddy.
Sure.
Magic. That's all he teaches. The other lady teaches all kinds of shit, which is really annoying for the players because Mandarin. Blurred vision. I will copy paste the spell in. As you know, it is the PC's responsibility to know the spell completely should they ever be impudent enough to actually use it. There you go. That's the first spell in the shadow tree. Since you learn that the magic different than NPCs do, because each year they will learn a new spell, you won't. You only get this spell until you actually crit it, and then you pick up new spells and shit.
Right.
Meaning that you can learn, everybody else has to wait 6, 8, 10, 20 years to pick up the tree. You may get it all in a couple sessions.
Right, yeah, depending on the random number.
Yeah.
All right, so spells, right? I have a folder for spells. Blurred vision.
Yeah, you can just copy paste it up there if you want. Yeah.
Yeah, I did. I'm in Notepad. I got a bunch of text files for spells.
That'll do.
Skill is it learn.
Yeah, this is the having to do all of the laying out of the lore and shit is the only bad thing about a whole new world. But you're starting to get a little bit of a feel for what is up with the world.
Okay, cool.
Moving on. Next is social studies with John Cutter. He's an upbeat kind of guy. No skill for attending this class. However, if you get any questions about, if you get specific questions about San Angeles, he's a good person to ask. Okay. And then you come to the last class of the day with D.I. Leslie Happablatt. Every year, this school has been open. I have extended the same offer. Anyone who can properly make it through my beloved obstacle course on their first try, not part way, but all the way, will automatically receive an A in this class and become my assistant. I will make sure that individual has every edge I can give him or her for their upcoming battles. They will receive extra training. They will become a god of war. Now, which of you little 10-year-old turds has the guts to do this? All the other kids look absolutely terrified, and nobody makes a move.
I step forward.
Good. All right, headlight eyes. Now, let's see. We are now going to go through the obstacle course. You have picked up at least at least you're trying, you think.
Yeah, okay. Parkour going to help me at all with this?
No, you're going to go through a checklist of fucking skills and shit to get through this nightmarish obstacle course that you believe could be used to train Army fucking Rangers. You have never seen. Expecting children to go through this is one of the more insane things you have ever fucking heard about in your life. So, let me open up my correct thing here and run you through the obstacle course because it is some crazy shit. However, I will also, in addition to the other good shit that he can do for you, and if you make it through the entire thing, I will give you a fucking refill if you make every fucking roll because it is that nightmarish. Okay.
Okay. I need to discard down again.
Hold on, man.
I've been sitting in 9 cards for a while here.
No worries. Let me move back to the. Yep. Now, let me find my fucking rolls. Oh. Go, Logan. Go, Logan. Now, there are 12 obstacles. Also, he does tell the kids, unless supervised by myself or the staff, you will not set foot on or touch my beloved obstacle. People have died on this, and if you do, it will cause an expenditure of wood for your funeral pyre that you do not warrant. Right. Now,
I try to not laugh like I just did.
Give me a willpower times 5 not to come.
I'm fine.
Okay, great. Now, okay, so if you fail a skill check, you get 1 opportunity to repeat for that obstacle, unless the obstacle is over water, in which case you must swim to the next. Failing in swimming has its own problems. There are lifeguards, okay?
Okay.
Now, first off, is a wall for you to go over. There are different sizes. It's not like you're given the adult size wall, but since you are a little kid, I need your choice of either a jump or strength to go over this wall. It's the old grab the fucking wall and haul your ass over or boing.
I will attempt to leap it.
Go for it.
Should I use jump? Parkour is better. Should I use parkour or jump?
Jump or strength.
Ought 1 crit.
You fucking barely touch the wall on the way over and stuff. Next obstacle is a wall to go under. Skill, none. You go under the wall. Next is a wall with a hole in it. Your choice of either dexterity or acrobatics.
That'll be acrobatics.
Mm-hmm.
At half.
Next, as a balance beam, all you have to do is simply walk across it. Your choice of either dexterity or acrobatics.
Acrobatics again. At a third.
The kids are right so far all kind of the moon face, like. Next is you have to climb up a rounded top dome and down the other side. The bars are somewhat widely and irregularly spaced. You think this looks a lot like Alex Kinley's Blood Dome. Super like it. It's kind of scary. Skill required here is climb. There is some padding, but you will still take a significant amount of damage should you fall off this fucker.
Okay. That's success at half.
The kids are beginning to do wild cheering in the background. Now, while your muscles are all quiver, you may give me an endurance roll not to be all a quiver.
Okay. Where's endurance? Constitution endurance, right. Got it. Oh, shit.
You are not even sweating.
At a quarter.
You run up, and there's a pistol that is on like a table, and you have to shoot. It's like a not harmful to humans, but the target registers hits kind of thing. Do you have pistol skill?
Yes, I do.
Give me pistol roll times 3. since you did not fail your endurance, you are at full because you are not a quiver. You are barely getting warmed up. You just need to make 3 pistol rolls as you shoot the 3 targets.
Right. Hit, hit, hit.
The kids are fucking losing their goddamned minds in the background. If anybody wants to tell you anything, you will be making listen checks to go, what? Next is a big fucking cargo net to climb up. It is 1 story tall and takes you up to the water obstacles. I need a climb roll. Failing does have some padding down there. But
right. That's a success on climb.
You scamper up it. Now, rather than coming down, you are on a high ramp over the distant ground. It is supported rope and wooden plank bridge that takes you over a relatively clean water where there are more obstacles. No roll required. Now, next is a obstacle that requires hopping over a spinning arm while jumping between chair-sized platforms that are over water. There are 4 different platforms, and all I need is a simple jump roll. Otherwise, you go into the water.
Right. I have never rolled this good in my life.
I am impressed.
Success at half.
God damn, Russ. Oh, wait, do I have the...
I'm going to start Alex Kindling this shit. I will crit this one. You know?
It gets scary when you start saying that, and it gets more scary when you start doing it. Oh, shit.
It, yeah.
Hold on a minute. Let me take you to a new page because I actually have the obstacle course here. This is, like I said, this is a fucking nightmarish obstacle course.
So basically, I'm doing American Ninja Warrior times 10 here.
You're doing some shit. But the next obstacle is in the upper left-hand corner there. It looks like 4 giant red inflated balls.
Right.
Yeah. And what happens is you have to land on one, hop to the next, and so on until you reach a large platform on the opposite side. Now, hold on a minute. Let me make note here. Okay. For this obstacle, you need to make 3 rolls, and you have to make all 3 or you go in the water, and you probably kick yourself in the back of the head. If you've ever seen the show Wipeout, yeah.
Right.
The 3 skills are jump, acrobatics, and dexterity. You may substitute one of those with parkour if desired.
Okay, jump. Fail. I'm going to throw, well, I'm not on the card page, but I'm going to throw a reroll card on that.
Hold on, let me move you to the card page.
Or did you say I get a free reroll?
No, you can, instead of doing those, all those 3 skills, if you said, oh, I'm shit at jump, I will use parkour instead. Bing.
Right. Okay, so I'll throw a reroll down.
Cool.
And try that again. Nope, 79 again. Okay, I'm in the water.
Okay. This will disappoint all the children and the DI and possibly drown you. Let's see. Are you sure you want to go in the water?
Let's give it another reroll.
Ooh, good.
I can use. Can I use a hero points on this too?
Of course.
Okay. Well then.
Reroll or.
That's a success. Jump and then acrobatics. At half acrobatics, and then instead of dex, I'll use parkour. Okay. Parkour is fail. I'll throw a hero point on that. Parkour at a quarter.
No problem. At a quarter, instead of just hopping off the last ball onto the thing, you do a fucking forward flip and land on it. And one of the kids has been cheering so much he actually just fucking passes out. Over, and the DI just kind of glances like, "The hell is going on with you?" Now, the next one is there's these 5 big steps. There it is. It's the one in the lower right. And
I'm not on that page anymore. I'm on the card page. That's okay.
Let me flip you back here. Pink.
Lower right. Steps.
Yep, and you have to bound back and forth, or you can just jump over there and then jump to the next, but that slows you down because you notice that the DI has some sort of magical timing device that he is watching because you've been rolling enough at half and quarter and shit that your time is really good. Maybe not as good as a 16-year-old with comparable rolls, but very few kids even survive this fucking course. So
Right.
the DI is now watching the timer. So your choice between either jump or acrobatics.
I'll do acrobatics on that one.
Failure equals the water, which will slow you down massively. And right now, are you sure you want to go with that? The DI even seems to be getting excited about your time.
Fumble.
You managed to kill yourself somehow.
Fail. No, I'm in the water.
All right, no problem. Falling into the water, you are now moving into swim roll. Failure gives you damage as you flounder and stuff.
Right. Success swim.
Excellent. You managed to swim out of there. Your time is definitely slowed down now. You reached an upside down net over the water. It's a really long climb. You need to make all three of the following rolls to do it. Otherwise, you go back into the water. Unless you made a couple of them. Strength, endurance, and climb.
Okay.
Like I said, this is a hard obstacle course. This is like the pinnacle for the sixth year students.
Yeah, I had a feeling. All right, strength at 61 is a fumble. And I'm just going to have to, well, I'll try it again. I'll try one pause on that one. That's a fail.
All right, no problem.
Don't want to fumble.
You're back in the water instead of hanging yourself. Go ahead and give me a swim roll to get out of the water.
One swim. That's my second one on this course.
Bounded out of the water, and everybody's like, "Ooh, he's a dolphin." And right, let's see. So that is the end of the obstacle course. Wait, no. So let's see.
With no rotating knives, where's the abattoir?
Let's see. Minus 2 points, and let's see. Score. Okay. Shit. Do you know how many times you made a roll at half, roughly?
Oh God. At least 5 times.
Okay, and you only
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wow. 10.
Wait a minute. You made 10 rolls at half?
Yes.
Fuck. Okay, let's see. So that's 10 points.
Yeah, you want me to tell you which ones I made at a quarter?
Nope. Well, half or a quarter is what I meant.
And the swim roll at the end was not once. That's 11.
Exempting the swim roll. Let's see. You fell into the water once. So let's
Twice.
see. So that's you said 10 rolls you made it half or less.
Mm-hmm.
10 minus 3 is 7. And let's see if someone fell in the water. And then you made a critical swim roll. So did you make any other crits, or was that the one?
I had some ones. I had 1 at the beginning, yeah. So that's 2 crits.
Okay, so let's see. That's that puts you to 13 total points.
Yeah, crit on an obstacle, crit on swim at the last one I fell.
Okay.
I fell twice into the water. I fell off the cargo net and the steps.
Got it. Right. Unreal, you may have set a new record as 12 or higher. You did not get to the next level of 18, which is if this was a competition, you made everyone else look old and slow. No problem. But yeah, you may have you definitely set a new record for your age class. And yeah, he says, What is your name?
I'm the Rock. I
You
say
are
as
now
cool
the
as I
Rock.
can as a 10-year-old.
He says, you are the Rock. You are my assistant. You will stand there. Now, since you have done really well, in addition to the normal check, which I will give you in a second here, for his class, roll a d10 to see what you pick up from normal. This is normal class shit.
9.
Marching. You get a check in marching.
Okay, that's got to be a write-in.
Uh-huh.
And folks who are watching, that is something that you really do need to check in, because that's not easy shit. You got to learn how to move your feet without thinking.
Let's see. Now, what you get for the obstacle course thing, pretty much, there it is. Anytime you attend classes, then it's assumed that you always attend all of your classes, right? I'm not doing the, I do half a day. Fuck that. But if you attend classes, because you are awesome and he thinks that you are the up and comer, you get a check in any combat skill that you want, as long as it's kind of a standardish combat skill. In other words, you're not going to check in fucking bolas. He doesn't have certain things like heavy weapons. Actually, he can get some springles, which are like the giant crossbows or ballista. But
right.
You get to choose any kind of a weapony combat type skill that you want. Just say, can he teach me this? And if he can, you get a check in it.
Okay.
Anytime.
Are there any cannons sitting around by any chance?
No, gunpowder doesn't work anymore.
Okay. Okay. I asked him. No, I don't know that. I don't ask him shit.
Well, the gun was more like just pointed and it went beep, beep. It's kind of weird, and it made a weird buzzing noise. So you're not sure what's out. Definitely not a fucking regular gun.
Right.
So closer to like a toy zap gun. Okay. But yeah. What weapon would you like a check in or combat skill?
Let me see here. Gosh. Fast throws up for grabs?
Sure.
Fast throw pistol.
Great. By the way, the obstacle course, just so you know, that's their version of Quidditch. That is the school sport.
Wow. All right. So I just became okay.
Yeah. You're thinking you're gonna get fucking headhunted, not in a literal fashion, by like 6 years, going, yeah, that guy. Yeah, right. Good news for Russ, you're not gonna have, I don't know how many hero points you blew in that, like 5 or something.
5, yeah.
But good news is, unless you fuck up, you're not going to be around for the end of year to actually worry about it.
Right.
So you're not going to have to go and burn a bunch of hero points to get a trophy that you don't give a fuck about.
Right.
Because you don't actually get the trophy. I'm not mailing a fucking trophy to you. But that's kind of a general, here's what the day of school is like for your dude. Okay?
Yeah, wow, quite comprehensive. Okay.
Yeah. Unlike Harry Potter, they actually teach you like, math and English and shit like that.
Yeah,
and
practical stuff.
Mandarin with the weird Canadian kid. Let's see. So I did say that if you did well in the obstacle course, you get a refill. Please go ahead and discard any cards you do not wish and refill your hand. I'm going to go to a restroom, and then we're going to get into, you've gotten most of the introduction done with, and I apologize that it was about an hour and a half of introduction, but welcome to a brave new world. And then you can choose what you want to do. There are things that are going on. We're going to cut to the first weekend so that you can wander around if you so choose. Also, it's up to you on how you want to deal with the map. The copy you have there is your copy, so you can see what it's like. If you go to any of the areas, I'll give you, if there's more description, I'll give you more description, and also I'll tell you what is there if you want to explore, or whatever you want to do. But basically, your objective in this area is to the main objective, find your way out. Secondary objective, if you wish, is solve any plot shit or find out anything else you want to find out about. Pretty much, if you immediately get out of this zone and go to the next, I don't mind. I'm ready for that because I know people are going to keep getting sucked back to this zone the same way they got sucked back to the cyberpunk zone, because there'll be some asshole who goes, I went to sleep in the school and everybody will be back in the school going, you fuckhead, let's go to class, get our checks, and then fuck off.
Right.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
Well, actually, since we're kind of weekend, you can start from pretty much anywhere you want, but keep in mind that the forest is strictly out of bounds. By the way, for those watching or listening, I'm not sure how many hero points Russ had at the beginning, but if his tank was full, the obstacle course was about a quarter of his tank. If it wasn't full, it was more.
It was more, yeah.
So, no problem. We're moving into the exploration phase then. So, okay. Let's see. Outdoors.
Yeah, I'm going to try and spot down some elves.
Do what?
I'm going to try and find some elves.
There are none. Well, okay, let's start you off at a specific area, and then you can wander around and look for elves. Or you can just say, where I wander around till I find elves sticking to my normal map and don't pay attention to other shit, and I'll tell you where you find them, which is probably near the Great Hall cleaning and shit.
Okay, so I'm going to wander around and I try and use empathy to find an elf that seems less intimidated.
Sure, give me an empathy roll. I will give you the general on the elves. That's easy enough.
That's a success for empathy.
They all hate humans so much. So much.
Right.
You see them clean. We'll put you in the Great Hall for ease. Student meeting place, dining room. No problem. You're just wandering around. The downside of doing so well is everybody's congratulating you. Doesn't matter what house they're in. The people from your house constantly giving you things like, I have half a candy bar left. I got it in the shop.
Yeah. Would you sign my football? Yeah, okay.
Oh yeah, you are the 11-year-old fucking celebrity and shit. Fortunately, at this age, they haven't moved into guy-girl stuff so much. Right. That's not a, because that would be really awkward because your brain is still in its 30s or whatever, and having like fucking, prepubescent girls coming on to you.
14-year-old girls, yeah, that'd be
super awkward. So, yeah. Anyway.
Or, I could pick up a new insanity.
Yeah, that's a bit too pedo bear for it. Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
That's no good. That's a go to jail, go directly to jail, do not pass go, do not. That's too much of a fucking insanity. Yeah.
Fortunately, this is the age where boys and girls are pretty much still like, hey, you want to play? Look, Army men, whatever.
Right.
So you found the elves in the Great Hall, and they fucking despise humans. But all of the elves, they're dressed in like I'm a slave type clothing, and not great. Shifts, simple clothing, and all of the elves have collars with runes and bracelets with runes. And you do get to find out something. Some kid went by and then said something to one of the elves. Give me a listen roll. If you make it, give me a Latin roll.
Fail.
You don't know what he said, but it caused the elf, he was doing something else, and his fucking hands immediately snapped up, and you could hear it click as his wrist bracelets and neck bracelet met. And then the kid started laughing and then he got in trouble with the teacher for doing that.
Right. Okay.
So apparently there's some sort of magic word that if you say it around it, then the elves get to not have their hands anymore until a different word is said by somebody or some shit.
Okay.
So yeah, kid got in trouble for that, and points were deducted from his house. And when points get deducted from the house, your house treats you like scum for a while. Right now, your house is treating you like a benevolent deity has come to live among them. You pretty much have about as good of rep as you will ever have. Anything you can do now will only diminish it.
It's only downhill from here, yeah.
Yeah, you may as well just hang yourself and become a legend in their minds or something. So,
okay. Well, I'm going to try and buttonhole an elf in whatever kind of privacy I can find. Obviously there's lots of people walking around. Are there any places where I can do that?
Yeah. Or did you make your empathy?
Yes.
You're thinking that they're pretty hostile, and anything you say is not going to be well received.
Right. Okay.
We're talking like super bad, like the South Africa during apartheid, and they just got done killing somebody for looking at the wrong color of person type anger. We're not talking mildly irritated. No. We're talking full out racism mixed with slavery, mixed with fucking I wish I could kill you people.
Right. Okay. So I'm going to have to build up quite a rep before. And that would not be a good rep to build up.
No. No, it's a good way to get rid of your godlike status among the humans.
Yeah, it's that's unworkable. Okay.
You can give me a psychology roll if you want some more details on this.
Sure. Yes, I made my psychology roll.
You're thinking that if boy elf likes a girl elf, he goes, "Hey baby, want to kill all humans?" And that's a pickup line.
Yeah. Okay.
That's where you're at with this, and the elves are treated like shit. I mean, if a kid goes up and just starts beating on an elf, the teachers will probably fucking discipline the kid. But any kind of slight or harassment, or like if elves get done scrubbing the floor and a bunch of kids walk through with muddy feet, not a fucking word is said. The elves just restart the cleaning. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Since I have celebrity status, I'm going to try and find an older student in my house.
There's one. He looks eager to actually be dressed by you.
Hey, I'm kind of new here.
How old a kid did you want, by the way?
Sixth
year is as old as they get, so that'd be a 16 or 16, 17-year-old, something like that.
Yeah, fourth year. So what's up with the woods that they're so?
I don't know.
You don't know? Yeah.
Yeah. Can you sign this?
Sure.
Great. Yeah, but they're creepy as fuck. You should definitely stay out of there. You definitely get killed going in there. You are so awesome. Oh, I gotta introduce my sister to you. Do you like her? Yeah.
Yeah.
That'll be good.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Cool.
Here, take this. He gives you some candy. They don't have a lot. Candy is like the trade good here. You're not sure where it comes from, but you have no need to go there. Candy comes to you.
Okay.
Oh, by the way, let me show you some more pics. Let me see if I can find anything that might be useful to you. Oh, there. I will show you some pics from Bobcat Hall.
Okay.
Just to give you an idea of the kind of conditions that you're staying in. Your bed got moved. It used to be just like the normal kid bed. You're now in a nicer bed. I'll tell you, you probably didn't know it at the time, but I don't think you could have found, if you wanted good rep here, a better use for those fucking hero points. So
Right.
that's some of the stuff that's in Bobcat Hall. The Bobcat stuffed Bobcat thing is on the way into the hall. In order to actually get into the door is like this rune seal thing, and you have to press your magic tattoo, which you can't see normally unless it gets used or something. Like if you press it to the door, then the door opens and it briefly flares up and then it fades away again. Kind of cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, The Rock is not, as far as I know, a huge magic guy with a lot of skills on figuring out magic and shit. But yeah, definitely magic, and you're not sure what the deal is with it. But it gets you into the hall. You're not sure if it does other shit, but it definitely gets you into where you're supposed to sleep. And they're very careful. Nobody from a different house gets into this hall.
Okay? Right. Right. Okay. I'm going to talk to another student and ask them if there's any house that we're in competition with. There's a rivalry.
Oh.
I mean, all of them, yeah. Is there anyone that's particularly?
No, we're gonna. You're in our house. We're gonna win. Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, all the kids, my hair is considered a little long for the school. Okay, all the kids, all the time, shaved heads.
Okay, I'm gonna find myself a mirror and make sure my head is appropriately shaved.
Totally.
Yeah, and what do my eyes look like with specs on?
They're hidden.
Hidden. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, but by the way, again, whenever you've got your specs on, it's not instantaneous, but after a day or two, people just kind of forget that your eyes glow. If you show them the eyes, then they remember for a while until you start wearing your specs, and then just kind of slips their mind.
Just kind of, yeah, okay.
Weird. There's definitely something up. There's some weird shit going on, but you don't know what it is. Also, as far as that weird fog in the Magitech room with the Egon Spengler teacher, thick in there. All the other rooms have a little bit. That room is fucking cut through it so you can find the teacher type thing.
Right. Okay. Do the teachers stay over the weekends?
Nobody goes anywhere over the weekends. It's a closed school. You can find out pretty easily that pretty much you come here, you stay here for 6 years, then you get to go to military service.
Okay.
There is no visitors, no home and shit. The younger kids you talk to don't know why, but there's some reason that they know there's a reason, they just don't know what it is.
Okay. I'm gonna find the drill instructor.
He is pleased to see you. He says, "What's up, killer?"
Yeah, I can't wait to get into action out there against the what are they called again?
Monsters. You are 11 years old. You will corral your youthful enthusiasm. Soon you will be wading through fields of blood with your enemies' corpses to provide you sustenance.
Yeah, where did the monsters come from, man?
Ever since magic was reintroduced, monsters have been a problem. I do not know why. I do not know how. But I do know we will defeat them.
You betcha. All right. Yeah, what was up with that gun? I've never shot a gun like that before.
That is a standard Magitech pistol. He begins to explain it. Basically, they don't have gunpowder and stuff. And so these are pistols that are powered by some sort of weird thing that is in a compartment that doesn't let you open. And after about 50 shots, then you need to take it to the factory and they put some new shit in the compartment you're not allowed to open.
Right.
Yeah, this particular gun is made so that it just, like, different guns do different things. Most of them do elemental damage. Like the very basic guns, one of the 4 different types of elemental damage: earth, water, fire, air. And yeah, They're good for a lot of shots, and there's various modifications. Here at the school, since it's training school, they pretty much, except for the teachers who are issued guns for defending the school, dealing with really bad kids, whatever. Yes, they will fucking shoot bad kids. Mm-hmm. All the guns they have here are non-lethal. They have some that give out like a slow shock and stuff, so you know you've been hit, kind of like using paintball guns. You know, they'll make you turn different color and stuff. And like after a year or two, then they start doing like combat training and stuff like that with the pistols. Pretty much for kids your age, and next year is all about toughening up.
Right. Yeah, I'm really interested in guns, man. You know, that pistol I fired, it didn't have a whole lot of kick on it. It felt like a target pistol. Is that right?
None of them have kick.
Huh.
That one is only good for shooting these kinds of targets.
Huh. You ever fire a gunpowder gun before?
What in the hell are you talking about?
Yeah, good point. All
None
right.
of them have worked since the rending. You are obviously going crazy. I know what will help. Drop and give me 25.
I drop and give him 25.
Good.
All right.
With a sense of purpose, he says.
Yeah. Well, I want to see. You know, if you can help me find some of the heavier stuff, I'd like to specialize in weapons before I go out and fight monsters.
Very good. Basically, your next session training thing, he has for the heavy weapons, they use things like Springle or hold on a minute. Let me show you. It's really fucking bizarre because they're heavy weapons. It's pretty much either pistol or, let me show you what they have here. It should be in the upper right of the page. Shit like this. There seems to be quite a fucking disconnect.
Right. So magical and really, really, really basic mechanical ballista stuff.
Ballistas, Springles, stuff like that. Yeah. Personally, I recommend going with ballista because Springle is not really an aimable type of weapon. It's more of a crank it back and fire it and hope it goes in the right direction. Whereas the ballista thing, you can move around. He can also, if you'd like to, he can get access to and get built a trebuchet. So if you want to get a check-in trebuchet, this is a possibility.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, drill instructor.
Move with a sense of purpose. Run, run, run.
All right. Yeah, I tear off.
Good. Yeah, he's very pleased with you. That's why he only yelled at you for a while.
Right. Yeah.
He yells at everybody. Usually it's just pretty much not. He insults everybody else. You, he just tries to instill with a sense of purpose and bloodlust.
Next person I'm going to find is